Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. This poor lost soul sat outside. Sat outside way too long. According to the nameplate, this is a Columbian number 63. And the red arrow is some kind of designation talking about the type of vise it is. It's similar to the Craftsman, but Columbian is a better brand name. And the vise itself appears to have some improvements over the Craftsman. Very similar design. But the beam is a lot heavier, and so is the screw. The screw is coarser thread and slightly larger in diameter. I'd have to actually mic them to tell the difference. They both have built-in pipe clamp jaws. Craftsman has one improvement that the Columbian does not. The Craftsman has replaceable jaws. These can be taken out with screws and replaced, whereas this one doesn't have that feature. Columbian goes into the cleanup bath. It has a bit of its previous life still left on it. And I believe I'm going to put it on a base very similar to this one. My son doesn't have one of these, and it'd be a nice gift for him, or I might just sell it. Hard to say. Just takes a couple minutes to put things together so that you don't lose them. Got the Columbia Vise down in the electrolysis bath, and we're going to let that soak overnight. It's 40 degrees out here in the garage. Well, actually, probably closer to 50 in the garage. It's 40 outside. So I think I'm well above the temperature I need to keep the bath from freezing. It is bubbling, but very slowly. Well, it looks like the Vise is boiled out. We're going to pull it out of the tank and see what it looks like. First we got to reach over and shut off the battery charger. Not going to give me a shock, but you know, why have it on when I'm not needing it. Then disconnect the black lead. Always put the black lead onto the part. If you go the other way, the part starts getting eaten away and it doesn't do a good job with removing the rust. Well, looks like the rust is gone. Still pretty well painted, but that's good. That's what electrolysis is supposed to do. It only eats off the rust. Now we just got to wash this off. Shh, don't tell Lydia. Come on, Sadie. In my old shop, I had a sink set up so that I could wash parts out in the shop. But here I don't. So I'm using the kitchen sink, which is considered to be not the best method, at least by Lydia. All the rust is gone. We've got nice clean iron. Paint still left on it, but the paint's okay. As long as the paint's sticking, I'm not fussy. Wash off the foam. That's from the bubbles. The electrolysis actually breaks down the water into hydrogen and oxygen. And the bubbles are the released hydrogen and oxygen. A little bit of spiderweb stuck on there. Spider evidently is stronger than electrolysis because the spider web stuck right on there and stayed. I'm going to go down and grab a brush because I don't want to use the dish brush. It will ruin it. sure when we get the kitchen rebuilt I will never do this again, but maybe I'll just keep this old sink. Dry everything off so it doesn't rust immediately. The only problem with electrolysis, it cleans the surface so well that the minute oxygen hits it, it rusts again. Spot here that I missed cleaning. But if I can dry this off quickly enough before it has a chance to really get flash rusted. Once I get it dry, get all the water off of it, it won't flash rust again. It'll give me time to get it painted. You wash it off in hot water, and the water evaporates fairly quickly as long as you run it long enough to get the part warmed up. This one's actually in better shape than the Craftsman. The Craftsman had a bent beam, and this one appears to be just about perfectly straight. Jaws open and close easily. The threads are in good shape. A little bit of damage on the thread, but not anywhere near bad. Looks like whoever had this did an awful lot of some kind of cutting on it, because the top of the thing is just chopped to hamburger. Won't bother the way the vise works, but it's always going to look funny. I could grind all that off down smooth, but it doesn't improve the vise any, so I'm going to let it go. First time I read about anybody doing electrolysis, they said not to use copper wire. So I didn't. I used iron wire, and it worked. It worked quite well, actually. But then one day I didn't have any iron wire, and I thought, well, I wonder why copper doesn't work. So I tried it, and I couldn't see any problem. It made a much better connection. It doesn't eat away. Now the iron wire didn't either. The only iron wire that falls apart is the stuff that you use for the ground, the stuff that you connect to the red wire. Any iron piece that you have connected to the red lead on the battery charger gets eaten away. That's the sacrificial anode. But copper doesn't seem to have that problem. I don't know if it gives up electrons in a different way or what, but works out fine. If you have any suggestions for new videos or questions on anything that you've seen in this video or any of the other videos, drop a note in the comments below. I read them all, you know. Thanks for watching.